Get back, man. We got a gun. We got a gun.
We got a gun.
It's stalking me, whatever it is.
Hello? Something near my truck. Hey!
Exploring the woods alone at night is never easy. The atmosphere can be downright chilling. But what happens if you suddenly come face to face with someone, or something, you'd never want to encounter? That's exactly what unfolds in this story, which was originally meant to be nothing more than a lighthearted Halloween special. The team from Urban Ghosts, Urban Exploration set out on a camping trip combined with a night exploration, retracing their earliest locations in Brooksville, Florida, places filled not only with memories, but also with an eerie atmosphere. What began as a nostalgic return soon took on a different tone. 3 familiar faces reappeared, flashlights in hand, cameras ready, and a plan in place to explore abandoned neighborhoods, historic landmarks, and the dark forest trails that tied them all together. Their mission seemed simple: capture chilling moments, chase a few ghost stories, and deliver a seasonal adventure their audience would never forget. But places like these have a way of proving that danger doesn't always come from the paranormal. In the stillness of the night, as they stepped into decaying buildings and shadowy paths, the line between harmless fun and real-life danger began to blur, until their journey took a turn no one could have anticipated.
Yo, look at this. There's food and everything here. Look, if somebody's here, we're just taking pictures. Somebody's in here. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me, bro. There is somebody. Hey, bro, we're taking pictures. You cool with that? I walked right in the bathroom. The dude was standing in the freaking bathroom. I was gonna do my little mirror thing where I'm like, hey, what's up, homies? Dang. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's leave that guy alone.
Did he, I mean, was he scared?
No, but I was some pictures from him. I was thinking
That's the risk you take, I guess.
I guess it is.
It all began at a long-abandoned apartment complex where a door swinging open revealed an unexpected sight. A man had been living inside. Behind the crumbling walls, he had created a makeshift home, with his belongings scattered across every corner of the room. Encounters like this are part of the risks they face. Sometimes the people you run into are harmless, but other times they can be dangerous. That night, no one could predict how things would unfold. From there, the team moved on to a historic train depot. Their plan was to explore every corner, venture down the wooded trails stretching behind the building, and maybe even stir up a ghost story or two.
The woods behind here is super creepy. All right, here comes the police. They're gonna be like, what are you boys doing? Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Of course. Somebody must have called him. Oh, these are sheriffs?
So you want to shout, Mom, I love you? Battery. Alright. We got you, homie. Thank you. He's back in the woods? Alright, my man.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, let's get it. Alright. Do this. Let's do it. Lights on, bro.
He flashed us.
You don't want to be on it? No, don't put them on YouTube.
Lights on, bro. All right, guys, so the police just showed up. They were super cool with us. But anyway, you know what they told us? They said, be careful, because in the woods there, they're looking for some dude who, like, assaulted somebody here just last night. So you know where we're going? Oh, Boomer's coming in the woods with us.
You don't want to make a citizen's arrest today?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're going in the woods. Well, the path's back there.
Before they could even begin, the police showed up with a warning. The night before, a violent suspect had reportedly fled into those very woods after an assault. For most people, that would be more than enough reason to call it off. But instead of backing down, they chose to push forward.
I don't know. Yeah, that's closed, bro. Yo. Hold on. Watch where you're walking. Look at that. That's like women's clothes, bro.
A bag.
Someone stole somebody's bag. Guys, I'm telling you what, this is bad back here.
Yeah, I think we should
Keep going. I agree.
Okay, let's go.
I'm telling you guys. Now guys, remember, stick together.
Along the narrow path shrouded in darkness, the first signs that something was wrong began to appear. A bag lying on the ground, a woman's shoe, and torn clothing scattered across the dirt. In the end, they decided to turn back and regroup with the others to take a closer look.
Just makes me nervous because
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of freaky that.
who knows when that happened, you know?
Yeah.
Well, since they did come back and look for someone, they would have walked back here.
Yeah. Maybe they heard us coming back and dropped the bag. I don't know.
Let them know. I mean, there could be a woman back there. Look at that.
Oh, God, I hope not.
You go through it? Go behind the top. Oh, yeah, don't touch anything.
Jacket, shoes,
There's some socks over here, barefoot.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
sinus mask.
Deodorant.
Yeah, charger.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah, this is and look, the clothes are ripped off, so it's a bad sign. And their shoes off. That's a woman's shoe seat, so it's like all fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a change of clothes in the bag
Yeah, it is.
What'd you guys hear?
Heard something.
in the woods.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, this does concern me a great deal.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's just a change
Nobody
of
would
clothes.
just leave their stuff like that.
I really hope it's just a change of clothes and not somebody's clothes that they're wearing.
Yeah, but nobody who changed their clothes here, leave the charger and their.
Well, not like, I mean, obviously they wouldn't change here, but, you know, their bag had a change of clothes in it.
What's that, Boomer?
But you can run
Boomer,
out
don't
of
go too
shoes.
close to the woods. What's going on over there?
That's right.
This looks like something like you wouldn't just leave this here.
Obviously not.
No.
Obviously
So,
not.
hey, we're gonna call the police
Definitely
a little
wouldn't
bit just because they told us about an assault that
Yeah.
happened here. So we'll let them know.
I saw a shadow over there.
I heard a voice like say hey or something like that. It's hard to make out.
Somebody here?
Well, you know what that means. Go back to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
What, Rob? What? What's up, bro?
I heard a scream. Or a moan or something. I really hope there's not a lady back there. Let's call the police a little bit.
They began to pick up faint sounds, muffled voices, movement among the trees, and even cries for help. Unsure whether they were heading straight toward real danger, the team decided to call the police again. What they learned went far beyond their worst fears. Just a few hours earlier, A man had tricked his pregnant girlfriend into entering those woods and tried to kill her. She managed to survive, but the items the explorers stumbled upon were remnants of that attempted murder. What was meant to be a Halloween adventure quickly turned into something entirely different. A chilling reminder that true horror in places like this doesn't always come from the supernatural. More often, it comes from flesh and blood humans committing crimes in the darkness. That night, the Florida woods proved one thing. The living can be far more terrifying than the dead. But hundreds of miles away, in the untouched wilderness of Canada, another story was unfolding. A story with no city lights, no passing strangers, and no quick escape. Only a lone hunter, a silent forest, and the unsettling feeling that something out there was watching. Sunny Into the Wild is a channel that showcases the raw, unfiltered reality of life in the wilderness. Long days spent in remote backcountry, nights under endless skies, and the constant awareness that in true wilderness, you're never entirely alone. In this video, Frank, an experienced hunter, set out on what was supposed to be a routine camping and hunting trip deep in the Canadian wilderness near Nord, Alberta. It was a place he knew by heart, towering evergreens, ridgelines fading into mist, and a silence that could bring either peace or unease. But this time, that silence was about to be broken in an unexpected way. The silence of the night was suddenly shattered by a sharp, deliberate sound, loud strikes hitting wood, echoing through the trees. It wasn't the ordinary snap of a branch underfoot, but a steady, purposeful rhythm, like an axe chopping into a tree trunk. Each blow carried weight, its vibrations rippling through the cold night air. It was clear that something, or someone, was at work in the woods, and it felt far too close. Unease crept in, pushing Frank to start up his vehicle and put more distance between himself and the source of the sound.
500 yards away from where that noise was and that tree stand. Just gonna sit here, see if I can hear it. This is where I'm supposed to meet Dawn. Dawn? Dawn? something again.
The forest responds with an even louder commotion. Heavy movements echo through the trees, carrying with them an unsettling weight. His calls into the silence go unanswered, and the quiet that follows only makes the atmosphere more suffocating. The unease quickly grows, tightening into a heavy sense of dread.
Hey! Is that you?
Things took a turn for the worse when his vehicle refused to start, leaving him stranded in the dense forest with no easy way out. The air grew heavier, every distant sound cutting sharper, as if the wilderness itself knew he was truly trapped. And at that moment, the night began to shift, the tension tightening, slowly unfolding into something far more terrifying.
Out of here.
Frank ultimately decided to abandon his vehicle and make his way back to camp on foot. With every step, it felt as if the dense forest was closing in tighter around him, swallowing him whole. But the real terror, the one that would forever be carved into his memory, was only just beginning to reveal itself. In the footage itself, what really happened remains unclear, but the description beneath it tells a spine-chilling story. It claims that the massive creature struck Frank with such force that his upper body was thrown against a tree, leaving him staggering and nearly unconscious. Afterward, the beast dragged him up a wooded ridge and left him inside a crude, hidden shelter, as if it had deliberately placed him there. Then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, it vanished, its heavy footsteps fading slowly into the night. That disappearance was Frank's only chance. With the little strength he had left, he crawled into the darkness, desperate to put distance between himself and the ridge. Every step carried him further away from the place, and from whatever might still be lurking in the shadows of the forest. The video quickly drew thousands of viewers, many convinced they were witnessing the clearest evidence yet of Bigfoot's existence. An encounter so vivid, so disturbingly detailed, that it seemed impossible to dismiss as mere imagination. Yet the question lingered. Was it truly proof, or just another story the wilderness chose to keep for itself? The wild has its own way of swallowing a man whole. But in the ruins of the city, danger takes on a different form. There, the darkness doesn't come from towering trees, but from collapsing ceilings and unlit corridors. And the figures moving within them aren't beasts, they're people. Some driven by curiosity, some by desperation, and others by motives you'd never want to discover. Their plan could only be described as insane, or at the very least, incredibly daring. The Urban Ghosts. Urban Exploration Team chose the old, decaying Amadeus Hotel, long rumored to be haunted, not just to film inside its crumbling walls, but to actually spend the night there. They set up camp in a place the locals speak of in hushed voices, as if the ground itself carries a curse. That night, they weren't alone. Joining them were G-Team Paranormal and the Holy Walkers, turning the mission into an all-star gathering of explorers, ready to combine serious investigation with an uneasy overnight vigil, pushing through fear until dawn. On the surface, their goal sounded simple: document the final days of this condemned hotel before demolition wiped it away forever, and search for signs of the man believed to have been murdered in room 164, his body hidden deep within the building's frame. With luck, their cameras might capture the paranormal evidence lurking in the shadows.
All right, guys, we are here at the Amadeus Hotel, which I never heard of, by the way. Hey, Todd, where are you staying this year? Oh, I'm going to the Amadeus.
It's usually vacant. It's usually vacant. It's usually a vacant spot. Some pretty nice windows, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Look at this.
They cleaned out all the mess for us.
I knew they were gonna freaking. I even told Joe that. That's why it's not a good idea to walk around a construction site
And now Mary has attracted everything to us.
at night.
Mary.
What's your name?
My name Mary.
Be careful.
Look at those glasses.
Those are really nice glasses.
Hey, look at that. They are nice.
A lot of the support columns have been taken out, so we got to be careful if you're gonna go upstairs.
Yeah.
And hanging on the roof, you got to be careful hanging on the roof as well.
Oh, they're broken though.
Look at that.
Yeah, and at the edge, I think.
I heard her laughing, but then I heard like something else with it.
Somebody yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a woman yelling.
Yeah.
Marie?
Hey, Kyle. Are they upstairs?
No, they're in this room here.
Oh. Was you just yelling?
Is that you?
No, we didn't yell.
I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, there was a woman yelling.
There was a woman that yelled for real.
I didn't yell.
Are you
Was it
serious?
really? What did you sound like?
Check it out
It
the
sounded
house
like
and
it was
stuff.
coming from upstairs, dude.
Oh my God.
What? Really?
Yes, we all heard it.
It was loud.
I know that. Oh,
Like
it
it
scared me.
Like it wasn't you guys because it sounded further away.
did.
Alright, Joey, you want to go check upstairs?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go check out upstairs.
Oh wait.
Y'all go
Those
first.
loud.
Yeah.
I thought it was like down around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really heard a woman yelling.
The moment they stepped inside, the sense of danger wrapped around them. Missing support beams turned every upper floor into a gamble. Shards of glass and rusty nails littered the ground, while shadows at the edge of their vision seemed to move on their own. Then came the sound of a woman's voice, faint, yet close enough to be unmistakable, sending chills down the entire group's spine. No one could tell if it came from inside the building or somewhere else entirely. As the night dragged on, they ventured deeper into every corner of the hotel. What was once a grand place now stood as nothing more than a crumbling shell, waiting to be torn down, cloaked in suffocating silence. But that silence would not last. It was destined to shatter in a way they never could have imagined.
Let's do an EVP session. Yeah, we probably shouldn't hang around here too long.
I gotta we get busted back in.
Let's get a little bit more. Holy baloney nody!
What was that?
What was that? Holy cow.
Something behind me there. Oh look, there's something on the ground. Where did that come from? Was that just...
It might have been something falling, maybe.
It might have... Where did that fall from?
Right there, maybe?
What is it?
Like a bar, maybe? Or that thing that's over there? That maybe? It was right here. It fell on the side. Hey, this is a short minute. There's a minute.
Did something bad happen here? Ooh. I just heard a noise, guys. What was that?
What?
What was that noise?
Probably just... Shh. Shh.
That's like what? I don't know, I just heard something. There's somebody over there.
All I hear is, hey guys.
What?
Do you hear anything?
I don't hear nothing.
I just heard something, guys, over that one.
It scares me. There's a light
Is
out
there
in that
somebody
room.
up there?
Whoa, there's, hey,
Who is that?
hey,
Whoa!
get back, man. We got a gun, we got a gun.
We got a gun!
We got a gun, brother. Guys, let's go, come on. Guys, come on. Guys, come on.
The moment that figure stepped out of the darkness, panic erupted. The team scrambled back toward the fence line, hearts pounding, breath uneven, while the sweep of camera lights darted wildly across the ruins, desperate to keep the threat in sight. Even after escaping immediate danger, a few members still dared to go back inside to retrieve their equipment, haunted by the uneasy thought that the figure, or perhaps more than one, might still be lurking in the shadows. One thing was certain: spending the night there was no longer an option. What began as a paranormal investigation had quickly turned into something far more unsettling. In the end, the Amadeus Hotel delivered its final warning. Because in abandoned places, the most terrifying thing you can encounter isn't always a ghost, it's someone still alive. The experience left behind a bitter truth. Fragile walls offer no real protection, and the threats hiding in the dark can be all too real. And danger doesn't only dwell in crumbling buildings. Sometimes it waits miles from the nearest road, in silence so heavy you can hear your own heartbeat. And when you're camping deep in a forest with a dark past that people avoid after sundown, even the stillness itself can feel like an unseen gaze fixed right on you. Jasko built his channel by diving into mysteries and spine-chilling stories, urban legends, abandoned buildings, and forests haunted by dark histories that stretch far beyond the tree line. Often joined by his friend Chris, he's explored countless places where the line between folklore and reality feels dangerously thin. Viewers don't just come for entertainment, but for the tension, the unsettling atmosphere, and the possibility that some of these stories might actually be true. But this time, the plan was simple. Just one night of camping in the mountains, deep inside a forest long associated with disappearances and a violent past. It wasn't meant to be an investigation, just an overnight stay. Yet from the moment they set foot there, the silence of the woods carried unease instead of peace.
Chris? Is that a flashlight?
What?
Guys, we just heard a scream from down this trail, and there's a purse and a flashlight on the floor.
I thought that was like leaves or something.
It barely works. Wow, that's so dim. Well, that's not paranormal, is it?
I mean, someone dropped their stuff?
That's disgusting.
Amid a pile of wet leaves, a flashlight and a woman's purse lay half buried. Its contents were scattered and damp. This was clearly not the kind of thing hikers usually leave behind, especially in such a state. Whatever had happened here, it seemed recent, as the items showed no signs of moss or decay.
What is that orange stuff right there? You see that? You see it on camera?
Not really. Kind of something like yellow. Was it just leaves? It's like a bush from here.
Hold on. Come over here more. Bro, there's something bright orange over there. It's a tent.
A tent? Oh, shit. Oh, there's a trailer right here.
There's a whole lot going on right now, and it's freaking me out. Oh, wait. I see something. Hello? A voice.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, you alright? Are they literally camped up on the trail?
It looks like it. But they can't, there's no way. They're not going to block a trail. We can walk these trails.
Yeah, your sister did it the other day.
It's
Hello?
kind of freaky. Unless they didn't expect it to rain.
Oh, this is so weird.
Bro, can we just look around for a second? Make sure there's not someone like watching us or something? Like, no, seriously.
Yeah, look around, look
like,
around.
double check, dude. This is not normal.
Actually, let me take my phone out. I'm gonna zoom in on my camera.
Well, also, like, this isn't a campsite. This is just a walking trail.
I mean, I guess they are off trail, but like, barely. I think the law is like, you have to be, I think it's 50 feet
Is it?
from a trail. I think so.
Okay.
The trees opened just enough to reveal a tent pitched in the brush, yet it looked far from an ordinary campsite. The tent fabric was torn, belongings scattered across the ground, and a pair of shoes hung from a branch above. A backpack lay half open near the entrance, and a set of dominoes was strangely embedded in the mud. Nothing appeared intentionally left behind or neatly packed. Everything seemed abruptly abandoned in the middle of activity. With the echo of a distant scream still ringing in their minds, Jasko and Chris could clearly feel that this forest was hiding something mysterious.
We heard a scream though. That's what's freaking me out right now.
You can keep going. The backpack has like, I'm guessing like a picnicking type thing, because it looks like there's like the table spread and like silverware. That shirt is fucking creepy. It has slices on it. There's an Uncle Buck hat, and there's shoes that have like pictures of people on them. I don't know. I can try to grab them. I just don't want to put the camera down.
Here. Who are the people? You know?
I don't actually know. Let me ask.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. There you go. I think that's Everybody Loves Raymond. I'm not sure.
No, hold on. I think that's Lucifer. I think that's the main character from Lucifer. But he was never a doctor. There was a lab coat.
Oh shit, they were in lab coats. Sorry, they were like dressed
scrubs
up.
or. Yeah, I don't know.
But Jennifer Aniston though, dude, looks just like her. It's weird. I don't know, dude. What do we do with these? Like, they had them up there for a reason, to dry maybe or something. Why would you throw them? You see that stuff like in cities and things. I don't know why people do that.
There's people do that. I forget why. They are tied shoelaces. There's a reason why people do that. I think it's like I don't know.
Unless they were bored and they were just like, YOLO.
Yeah, they were so bored. They went from playing dominoes to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not just download like Domino Simulator on your phone?
Yeah, I guess.
You guys, please inform us, because this is really weird. These are used too, like heavily used.
I was gonna say.
They smell disgusting. What the fuck?
There's a whole bunch of random stuff. Like, that's the top to a bottle there. There's, like I said, dominoes on the floor. Oh, this is so disgusting. I'm literally getting... Sorry. Oh my god, look. There's literally holes and rips everywhere. I just realized something, Chris. Come here for a sec.
What?
There's a trail behind the tent. Look.
Yeah, there is. It goes somewhere. Oh, is it, those literally footprints.
Those are footprints. And those look fresh. We can go check that out.
Can try.
The tent, the scream, one event after another, and it all starts to feel far too precise to be mere coincidence. Behind the tent, a narrow trail stretches out, marked with fresh footprints. The spacing between them suggests panic or haste, as if the person who left them wasn't strolling but running.
I'm honestly torn on what to do. I'll be 100% honest, I have no idea.
I don't know either. Just hope everyone's okay, whatever this relates to.
Yeah.
And also don't fucking litter in the forest. If you're gonna leave, like pick your campsite up.
Pick your shit up, yeah.
That's
Well, the
more
question
frustrating.
arises now, do we just call like the park rangers and have them take a look at this? Maybe
Possibly.
write up a report or something, and
Well, if there wasn't like a cut up tent and shirt and like actual belongings,
we didn't hear a scream and...
gunshot, like I would probably be like, eh. But no one's staying here right now. There's no way. You cannot tell me.
Not in this weather. Not on a... Hold on, what day is it today again? Sorry guys, we don't work normal jobs, so this is like
cold.
Wednesday. I never know what day it is, honestly.
Holy fuck. You can't make this shit up.
What was that?
Literal fucking scream.
Now the question arises. Human?
Yes.
Skinwalker?
Maybe.
Ghost?
Bro, it sounds like a girl screaming.
I feel so uneasy right now. I feel so uneasy right now. Oh! That was a scream. That was a scream. Home!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's a gunshot.
Hang the fuck on, dude.
Okay,
No way.
okay.
Can we just go back to the van?
Let's go back. Let's call this in. Let's call this in.
Okay.
Play it safe. Our gun's back at the van.
I know, but we're so far from the van. That's the problem.
Let's call this in. And hopefully this can be sorted. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm trying to think best case scenario right now, but
There's
I don't really
not a
know what
great
that
case.
could possibly be
Yeah.
at this rate. So it does look like it's been there for at most like a
wow.
week or two.
Yeah.
At most.
I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. So yeah, let's get out of here, and then I'll see you guys soon, all right?
The second scream rang out, louder and seemingly closer, followed by another gunshot. The timing was too precise to ignore. The forest no longer felt empty, and the thought that someone might be following them began to creep in. Their only option now was to make their way back to the van, keeping their eyes fixed on the tree line the entire way.
All right, guys, so now we wait. We just called it in. There's like a trail marker code thing that's on the trail, and we gave that in, and they said they'll be coming here shortly to take a look at everything. I don't know how much more we'll film during the daytime. The sun's gonna set here soon. It's a very gloomy day.
Is your phone on?
What?
Playing music or anything?
No.
I thought I heard a voice or something.
Hello?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I have the van here. Come to find out, the van's not all-wheel drive. We found that out recently when we got stuck. So we have to be really careful about where we take this. Obviously, these roads are fine. The
Yes.
van could destroy this. But there are areas in here where it does get very questionable.
After the park rangers arrived and spoke briefly with them, Jasko and Chris decided to continue their journey rather than cancel it entirely. They ventured deeper into the forest until they found a quiet, secluded spot to park their van for the night. Even after settling in, the pull of the dark woods drew them back outside. Flashlights in hand, they explored narrow trails swallowed by darkness, but eventually spent the rest of the night inside the van, remaining on edge, waiting for another sound that never came. The image of the slashed tent and its scattered belongings stayed etched in their minds. By morning, no one could say who the items belonged to or what had really happened there. The sequence of events, as captured on camera, seemed almost too perfectly aligned. Every scream, every gunshot, every shadow falling into place. As viewers watched the footage, one question lingered. Had they truly stumbled into real danger? Or was it all staged for the sake of views? Forests have a way of keeping their mysteries. Whether it's the distant crack of a gunshot or the remnants of a camp left in disarray, a sense of unease remains. But not every frightening night starts with clear signs of danger. Sometimes it's the small, inexplicable things, a strange sound, a lingering feeling, that slowly pull you into a territory thick with tension. Dee's Dark Adventures is a channel well known for quiet, solitary journeys into the wilderness, often accompanied by her loyal dogs and her van as a temporary home. In this video, Dee takes them into the mountains, hoping for a peaceful night in the cool air, far from the noise of towns, traffic, and other people. But what begins as a calm evening by the campfire gradually turns into something strange and mysterious. A night where the silence is broken not by nature, but by something that makes her question who or what might be lurking in the darkness alongside them.
They usually have a light and they're warm, so we're gonna walk down here just a little. Now, the truck's right there. I'm not going far. They can get out if they need to. They got their own little door. They just don't know it unless they get starved enough to where they start digging. Then they can slide it right open with their little paws. All measures taken. Okay, okay. Through this. Woo! There is a buzzing. Buzzing. It's like an electrical wire, but there's none here. It's like static. There's no running water. That sounds different. Listen, let me walk you into this. This is all laid down by deer and other things. Dude, it's electrified.
As she walked along the edge of the campsite, Dee began to notice a sound. A soft, continuous buzzing, almost like electricity, yet there were no wires, poles, or flowing water to explain it. The intensity of the sound seemed to shift with her movements, growing louder in certain spots, before gradually fading again. The ground beneath her felt charged, as if she were standing under high-voltage power lines. Meanwhile, the sky above remained calm and undisturbed.
Hmm? What is that? It's dude. What is that? Hold on. Is it in the... Is that what this is? Dude, it's getting louder over here. I don't know what's happening. The only thing else I can... Stick's breaking. Hello? What is making that noise? I don't understand.
The sound gradually intensifies, the static buzz piercing and spreading through the air around her, as if its source were so close she could almost touch it. Nothing is visible, just rows of trees, fog curling low across the path, and the eerie sense that something unseen is moving with intent. The buzz is unlike anything she has ever experienced before. In such an isolated place, the feeling only heightens the tension and fear.
It's coming back. It's not my light. Stop! I'm blinded. I can't fucking see. Huh, the stick's breaking to my left. Shit. I hate fields. I hate tall grass. I hate it. I got a yellow spot in the middle of my eyes. Go away, go away, go away. Dude. What the fuck was that? I can't see. If you're a hunter, I'm sorry, man. You don't gotta scare me off. Just tell me you're here and I'll leave.
Even as Dee's fear continued to rise, her curiosity remained stronger than her dread. So she chose to keep investigating, trying to see if what she was feeling and hearing would actually reveal itself.
Woo! I can't catch it on camera. It's fucking creepy. It's creepy. It's creepy. I just heard a whistle. Here we go. All right, girls, I'm coming. Last time you guys saw all kinds of shit near my truck, so I'm gonna be careful and watch what's behind me. I'm gonna hold that light like that. What's that light up? What's that light up there? I just saw it on the camera, but not there. I just saw it on the camera, but not on. Hey, girls. Hello? Something near my truck. Hey!
Growing increasingly uneasy, Dee retreated into her van, relying on the locked doors and the familiar presence of her dogs to calm herself. Inside, the space felt warm and safe, at least for the moment. Yet the night outside was far from over, and the strange events were not finished.
Turn you around. Okay. Fuck.
According to Dee, a series of strange and unexplained events unfolded throughout the night. At first, they were subtle, but gradually became clearer and impossible to ignore. She grew more convinced that something was lurking in the darkness, moving just beyond the reach of her light. The sensation felt constant, almost deliberate, as if whatever it was knew exactly how to remain hidden. Dee believed it had to be some kind of mysterious creature. Many of her viewers agreed, pointing to the strange sounds, suspicious movements, and her dog's restless behavior as signs she wasn't alone. But could it be that she was simply letting her own fear take over, turning the quiet of the mountains into something far more terrifying, seeing and hearing things that weren't really there? Or was there truly a reason behind the lingering, hard-to-shake paranoia? In such a remote place, the line between imagination and reality often blurs. So, what do you think? One thing is certain. Not every tense night in the wilderness ends with clear answers. Sometimes the unease follows you home, lingering in your mind long after the sun rises. Yet for some, that feeling isn't a reason to retreat. It's a push to explore further. For Angelo, that meant seeking out another location with its own dark history, far from any road where help might come quickly, delving deep into a forest where legends feel all too real. Exploring with Angelo is a Canadian channel hosted by Angelo, known for venturing into remote wilderness areas where natural beauty often blends with an undercurrent of tension. In this video, he chooses a particularly eerie destination, a secluded corner of the Mabu Highlands in Cape Breton, a forest famed for sightings of large, mysterious, and potentially dangerous creatures. This time, he is completely alone. As daylight fades and no signs of civilization appear nearby, he begins the search for a suitable camping spot. Driving along winding dirt roads surrounded by dense trees and heavy, still air, he takes in the Highlands' breathtaking landscape, rolling hills, rugged cliffs, and occasional open meadows. Yet, the deeper he ventures, the more the beauty starts to feel profoundly isolating.
No road maintenance, proceed at your own risk. Not that there was much back there anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't know yet where we're stopping. I haven't decided. Well, this just got very sketchy. Some of the roads here are not the best. And I hate heights, and I also kind of hate having to drive through areas that have heights. But it kind of looks like there's a spot further up ahead that there's actually maybe one or two, so that's kind of ideal. But yeah, this is definitely a wilderness area.
After a long drive along winding coastal roads and through dense forest trails, Angelo finally reaches the stretch of wilderness he's been aiming for. As the sunlight begins to fade, he moves slowly across the highlands, checking every clearing and bend in the path to find the perfect spot. A sheltered area with flat ground, set far enough from the main road to stay hidden among the trees.
All right, let's let that catch, and then we'll add bigger pieces. Let's let all this catch, really dry stuff. Wood is cut. Now we just got to set up the tent, Starlink, and then get ready for dinner. Whew. Got a fair amount of wood, actually. The only issue is that a lot of it, like I said, is softwood, so it's gonna burn hella quick. Get out of here, mosquitoes. The smoke is working on that side, not so much on this side. I keep hearing something like whining. It sounds like it's coming from down there. Kind of strange. I don't know what that is, but the barbecue is now piping hot. Everything is pretty much set up except for the stuff inside of the tent, but we will get to that in a bit. For now, I just really need to eat. I am so freaking hungry.
The campsite is almost ready for the night. A small tent stands on level ground, while the campfire burns steadily and dinner sizzles over the coals. The surrounding forest feels calm, almost welcoming, with a stillness that softens the air and makes the shadows seem less intimidating. Angelo enjoys his meal, soaking in the warmth of the fire and the quiet rhythm of the wilderness around him. Yet the peace that blankets the area is only temporary, for the night will change, and with it, the sense of safety he once felt begins to waver.
Well, the sun has set. It is extremely dark out here. For a moment I saw the moon. Where the heck did it go? So just kind of sitting here and just kind of enjoying the quietness. It is getting a little bit breezier, but it's not that cold. It's actually quite enjoyable. It's quite nice. That was one of my favorite spots. Just heard like a car horn or something.
Night quickly falls. The warmth of the day fades, replaced by a damp, chilly air as he changes into heavier clothing and settles by the campfire, watching and waiting. Stories about this place spin through his mind, rumors of a hairy figure linked by locals to Bigfoot, mysterious knocks in the woods, and the constant feeling of being watched. So far, none of it has appeared. Only a strange honk echoes from somewhere down the road. Angelo walks to the edge of the camp, scanning the tree line, but sees nothing, no headlights, no sign of a vehicle, just the forest holding its breath. He decides to calm himself and dismiss it as nothing, yet the atmosphere begins to grow increasingly strange and tense.
Alright guys, so tent is ready. Figured I'd grab this in the meanwhile as well, just in case we need it. Because we don't know what's out here. I mean, if there is a Bigfoot, this is probably the area. I mean, there are, like I said, rumors of people, of hikers, like seeing something and hearing something or feeling watched, that sort of thing. So, I don't really know, but let's try it with the rocks, I guess, for now. I was going to start building a fire pit, but to be honest, I don't really have enough rocks available. So, alright, Bigfoot, if you're out here, show yourself. Alright, Bigfoot, let's go. I mean, you never know, an area like this, it would only make sense to potentially have something out here. Man, that wind is really picking up tonight. Alright, let's try maybe with the wood instead. Let's try with these. Okay, that was something. That was legit 3 knocks down in that direction.
To test the local legend, he knocked 3 times, and a few seconds later, 3 knocks answered back from the darkness. The rhythm was steady, while the source of the sound remained hidden beyond the reach of his light. The noise immediately set his nerves on edge, sharpening every instinct in the stillness. Yet this was exactly the kind of moment he had deliberately come here for. With cautious steps, he decided to move closer and track down the source of the sound.
So we heard a few knocks. Let's see what might actually be out here. Bigfoot? I mean, something was knocking out here. Repeatedly, so... Fuck, it's creepy out here. Definitely gotta be careful, because there's definitely some dangerous wildlife out in these parts. Nothing now. Just complete silence. Wow, okay.
Come here.
What in the... What was that? It sounded like a voice, like human.
The sound Angelo picked up was clearly faint, echoing through the dense forest. At first, he was uncertain and hoped to hear it again, but the woods fell silent. After calling out a few times with no response, he eventually made his way back to the campsite, feeling confused and unsettled by the strange experience he had just encountered.
Whew, creepy. That is for damn sure. And this fire burns out fast. Just trying to enjoy it a little bit, but the wood out here, just like that, is super soft. Like, I can't find any hardwood at all. I'm sure it's deep in there, but the forest here is so dense. What I'd have to do to go and get it. The f was that? Sounded like something like barked almost. What the hell was that? Sounded like it came from that direction again.
Back at camp, a hoarse, guttural bark rang out clearly. It wasn't like a coyote, nor anything else he had ever heard. The sound was raw, deliberate, and so close it felt tangible. In that moment, one thing became certain. Angelo was not the only inhabitant of this forest, deep within the shadowy trees.
What the hell? What is that? What is that? What is that? It just sounds like something's walking out there. Like, right in front of me. What? It legit just sounded like there was something right there. I don't see anything. What is that? I don't know what's going on right now. Guys, I've literally just been sitting here just editing, making the next video for the vlog channel. Haven't heard a single thing, and then all of a sudden, it's like the forest just literally came to life. It legit sounded like as if something was moving. Right here.
The branches shifted slowly just beyond the first row of trees, accompanied by the heavy crunch of something large moving across the ground. He looked up, but all he saw were shadows, while the sound continued to circle around him, always just out of sight. Hearing the same noises over and over without seeing their source made his unease grow with every passing minute. Finally, Angelo decided to retreat into his tent, hoping the thin walls and dim light inside would calm his nerves. But the night was far from over.
I'm tired, and it's also so, like, humid and warm right now. Hey, get out of here, mosquito. So, I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm gonna just go straight to sleep and pretend like I didn't hear anything. Hopefully it works. It legit sounded like it was just down there. You know what? I am not going out there. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight, but this is mildly disturbing.
Lying in his tent, Angelo heard strange noises once again. This time, he chose not to respond. He tried to convince himself that it was probably just other hikers, their voices and footsteps carrying farther than they should in the still air. Yet the feeling still seemed off. On his way to this spot, he hadn't seen a soul, and it was already late. The forest remained silent and still, adding to the tension he felt that night. Morning came reluctantly. The forest was peaceful once more. Sunlight filtered through the trees as he began packing up his gear. There were no signs of what had happened the night before, no footprints, no broken brush beyond what he had already noticed. All that remained was the lingering sense that something had been out there, watching him from a distance it had deliberately kept. As he drove away, winding back toward the coast, the Highlands faded behind him, still holding onto the secrets they had guarded for so long. And one question lingered. What do you think was really out there,